Hello everyone. So today I am here to talk about the organizational decision making. Well, in the course of decision making, we have learned about decision making, strategy of decision making, evidence of decision making, and data based decision making, where we have learned more about the decision making, about the process of decision making, act of decision making. So let's now talk about the decisions making before talking about the uh, 6 months experience applying the decision making in my sales marketing company, where decisions making is the process or the clear outline of the goals and objective in order to achieve the targeted goals of any company, where we have collected the data, sources, facts, insights in order to understand the conditions and connect it with our decisions and create an alternative solution for our decisions. And this lower down the risks or identify the potential risks of the company, where in the process of decision making we consider about the various factors, like we ignore all the biases we ignore all the biases, emotion, and the group dynamic. We more focus on identifying the ideal decision making process regarding to of practicals. So moving towards the concept of decision making, where on the concept of decision making we first identify the problems, like which is the problems that the company is facing. After identifying the problem, we establish the decisions criteria, and after that we weightage the decisions criteria, then generate the alternative solutions, like we collected data, informations and the sources where that is relevant to our problems and that helps to solve our problems. After collecting all the alternatives, we evaluate them. We select from all those data and sources for applying it into our solutions. After choosing it the best alternatives, we integrate into company to overcome our problems. Then, in the process of the rational decision making, the rational decision making is typically involved in the several steps, like we recognize the problems, we first identify about the problems, we like identify the problems and identify after identifying the problems we identify the solutions, where that helps us to lower down the problems that our company is going through. Then when we segregate the solution, we explore more about the solutions and evaluated them, and after evaluating them, then we implement to our organization at the chosen option, and we implement for a month or for weeks to see a result. After seeing the results from before to after, we apply the same solutions or look for more alternatives to solve our problem. Strategy for improving decision making, like we define the clear objectives or gather the information that shares have a sufficient, accurate, and the relevant data before making any decisions. Like this helps to give clear data and objectives to our decisions that we process in our company, where we consider the multiple perspectives, like seeking for the derived source to gain a different viewpoint and insight. Use of decisions making tools helps to improve the decisions making, like utilizing framework, models, and decision making and analysis techniques to organize the informations and facilitate the decisions making process. And I also like to add out that managing the emotions and bias. We are aware of the personal bias and emotions that influence the decision making, influence the technique to make it their impact, like we managing the risks efficiently, like in our organizations most of the time we face the risks, but most of the time we sense the people be panicking. Rather than the panicking, we can handle out uh, with the climb timing before. Instead of panicking, we need to climb ourselves and figure out the problems and minimize the risks, risks and encourage the innovations. Yeah, innovation is in a company where an ethical decision-making system framework or a process designed to guide the individual organization in making decisions that are morally sound and aligned with the ethical principle and value. Are the here are the key components, like ethical standard. Clear definition of ethical standard are code of the conduct, the outline principle and value to the uphold in the decision making. Where training and educations, provisions of training and educations on ethical decision, including the case of history, roles playing and the decisions to develop the ethical awareness and the competes, where on the decision making process or models, a systematic process or model for evaluating the ethical dimensions, considering the stakeholder interest and determining the most ethical course of the actions, where on the continuously continuously improvement and commitment to the ongoing evaluating and the refinement of the ethical decision making system to adapt to the changing the circumstances and inverse to the ethical changes, where transparency and the accountability. Implementation and regarding variations on the decision makings, like the clear interactions, alignment with the goals, resource allocations, feedback and adaptations, integrations with the organization's process, like when forecasting the open communication channel and the transparency regarding the ethical issue or the decision, encouraging the dialogue and feedback from the stakeholders. When there is a clear interactions among the stakeholders or between the employees or manager, then it helps to eliminate all the problems of the organizations and have the clear thoughts over the organizations, where alignment with our goals, like uh, rather than going in outgoing, sticking in the particular goals can help the company to achieve the goals that they have targeted, and the right use of the resources, like we have data, informations and various sources that is easily accessible, and using them in the right manner, then the company can achieve the numerous benefit from that, where in integrating the feedback and adaptations, like between employees and employees, having a feedbacks can help to analyze about the solution that they have integrated, which can be rated like that is right or wrong, or that is working on or not. Sometimes we in we fail to adopt the change in our organization, in so we have to be able to adopt the change, because in the every year, in the every month or every week or every day, we have to go to the change. So we have the behavior of the adaptations and indications with the organization process, like we have to go to follow the organization's process, rather than focusing on other alternatives. And before moving to the conclusions, I'd like to tell that as a vice president of the management company, uh, I have understand the importance of the decision making for a organization that helps to success our organization. In my journey of 6 months, we explore the particular concept and strategy to improve our decisions making process across the company, where the things that I have mentioned in before slide is that thing are being integrated in the 6 month uh, process of my decision making as a vice president in a sales marketing company, where we have discussed about the rational decision making process and how it helped me to avoid the contributing mistake during the neglections. By implementing structure approach, we ensure through the analysis and minimizing the error. Moving forward, we have explored the strategy for improvement, including providing diversity of the perspective and the forecasting a culture of open communications. This strategy aim to enhance the decision making across all the departments, where lastly we emphasize the importance of ethical and the decision making and discuss how indicating the ethical decision making system into our organization. By applying the evidence-based decision making uh, over the 6 month year, it helps me to understand more about the problems and help me to get relevant solutions for it, because in the evidence-based decision making we more into focus on having the collecting the uh, data uh, data information, uh, beliefs or insights that helps me to give more information, more understanding upon the particular things that I have been focusing on. And uh, by the applying decision making, it help on my uh, performance and my employees performance along with that, where in the conclusions I have understood that decisions is all about making a right choice over various alternatives. Like we have a data resources, informations inside that says the different things, that says the different things, like uh, and have the different perspectives on the similar things. They include of the where on the process of decision making, more likely they include of strategic, like collection of data information, gathering alternatives, evaluating alternatives and minimizing the risks, and applying the strategy over the organization and decisions, so on. Thank you.